Today we are going to solve Subarray Sum Equals K. It is based on concept prefix sums. So I will declare some variable. These are current sum equals 0 to store the current sum we are at.
Second,
Prefix sums to store the current sum we have seen so far. Now we are at current sum equals 0. So I will initialize it as prefix sums of 0 is equal to 1. Third, subarray count equals 0. To store how many subarrays have the sum equals k. The concept we will use here is somewhat of sort like two sums. I don't know how many of you have done this. In two sums we have to check if sum of two number in an array has sum k. So here also we will check if the current sum, k, we have seen in the prefix sums. If yes, then we will increment the subarray count by the number of times we have seen current sum minus k. I am using prefix sums to get where I have to put a key and the default value. It is useful to avoid any kind of exceptions like key error. We will start by iterating using for loop. In each iteration, we'll add the current term in the cur sum. Then we'll check if we have seen cur sum minus k in prefix sums. If yes, then we'll increment the subcount array with the number of frequencies of cur sum minus k, else add 0 to subcount array. Lastly, we will update the frequency of cur sum. If not seen, then we'll add 1. Otherwise increment it by 1. Now, let's see in the example. Nums equals to 1, 2, 3, and k is 3. So, as we know, first we will add the current number into cur sum. So it will be equal to 1. Now, we'll check if cur sum minus k, that is 1 minus 3, is in the prefix sums? No, so we'll just update the prefix sums. Now I equals 1, and we will update the cur sum, that is 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. And we'll check if cur sum minus k is in prefix sums? Yes, so we will update the subcount array with the frequency of 0, which is 1. Then, we'll just update the frequency of cur sum. Same for I equals 3. We will update the cur sum. Then, we will check for cur sum minus k, if it has been seen in prefix sums. Okay, so now it's turn for subarray count, and we will increment it by the frequency, and at last we will update the frequency of 6 in prefix sums. Talking about I, this is the final iteration, then we'll just return the subcount array. So the output is 2.
So now,
let's move to code implementation part. As said, we will use 3 variables: cur sum, prefix sums, and subcount array. We will start by iterating using for loop. In each iteration, we'll add the current term in the cur sum. Then we'll check if the cur sum minus k has been seen so far in prefix sums. If yes, then we will add the frequency of cur sum minus k, else 0. Lastly, we will update the frequency of cur sum in prefix sums. And return the subcount array. Okay, we have seen the implementation part. Now, let's check the code to only see if our plan works. Amazing! Our plan works. This means we should always plan our work and work out our plan. Thanks for watching. I hope you get what you were searching for. Source code link is in description.